Forget everything you know about winning hackathons. You're doing the wrong things. I've spent countless amount of hours working on projects that would win nothing. It's because I was focusing on the wrong things. Judges are not looking for complex code or really great implementation of AI in your projects. I'll tell you in this video what they're actually looking for and how you can actually win no matter how good your project is. In this video, I'll cover 7 strategies that can make your website win, even if it's not the best project out there submitted. So the first strategy I would like to talk about is designing. So if you're submitting a website or an app, I would recommend looking at the website of the hackathon itself or the banner or the page itself where it shows the hackathon description and everything, and look if they have any specific styles or color patterns or any design patterns that you see. And if you want to be liked by the judges, you can copy that design. Not specifically, but like similar patterns and things, because here's the truth. Judges pick your website not necessarily based on how complex it is or how good it is. They pick it based on their liking and what fits them best. So if you want to get liked by the judges, then you should look into their website, look into designs they have on their website, and copy that similar pattern. One of the strategies that I would like to cover is a demo video, because a demo video is crucially important. The judges will basically judge you off the project that you show in the demo. Some judges won't even bother downloading your code in order to see how it works. If there's a demo, like live demo of the website or an app, then they might look at it, but most of the judging happens from the demo video. Things that you should cover in your demo video is what your project is and what it does, and you should make it crystal clear so the judge won't need to be figuring it out on their own, which makes your project lose points on it. Another thing you should cover is, so as I said, what it does, what it is, how you did it, which technologies you used and everything, what audience it's for, how it matches the hackathon theme, and what are the future steps of it, or like what you did in order to like make that project stand out. You should advertise your project. You should not just submit it and present it as a hackathon submission. You should make the demo video look like you're advertising the project, that in order to make people like it, because then the judges will feel like it's actually a good project that they should actually give points to, because that's how it is. The third strategy is that judges pick your website based on how much they like them, based on the first impression. If you make a website and it's really complex and you try to explain to the judge what it does, and if they won't fully understand it, or if it would take a long time to understand what your project does, then your project loses points for that. Because if the judge spends a lot of time figuring out what your project does, then you did a poor demonstration of a demo video. And a demo video is important because that's what tells judges what your project is, how it was made, and things that are important in it. Next thing that I would like to cover is how organized you are. When you're submitting, you should add a clear layout. So you should add project images, project video, project code to GitHub or whichever platform you're using, but most hackathons ask for GitHub, as well as live demo, and anything else that might be useful. If you can add it too, because judges like it. As well as you should have a clear GitHub repo, which I can explain how to make in the next video. If you would like me to do it, then let me know. But you have to have a clear GitHub repository for your project, as well as you should have a clear README in your submission as well, which most hackathons require. Usually what I do is copy my GitHub repo README into the hackathon README, because they're usually pretty much close to what they should be together. Design matters. UI, UX, the front end of the website, it all matters because after all, the judges will most likely not be looking specifically at your code, but at the product you present after all. Like after everything's done, everything's went through, you showed your demo video, they look at the website or an app and they see the UI. And that's a crucial part because it doesn't matter if they're judging you based on that or not, because it is subconscious. Like if you learn UI UX design or design principles, it is subconscious. No matter how good your website is, if your design is gone, like if it's just pure HTML without any styling or anything, then your project is totally losing points because design matters. People look at your website and it should look appealing to them and it should have like pretty looks, pretty animations. Because even if you have something, a product that you are trying to sell, you have to present it nicely. And like if you're trying to advertise it, you advertise it nicely. Instead of just showing the product, you're trying to promote it. So that's why it has to look nice. So design and UI UX matters on your project. Now that ChatGPT is getting popular, one thing I would like to point out is that you should never use ChatGPT or any AI under any circumstances while making your project. The only time using AI is acceptable is fixing errors in your code. You should not use AI for project generation ideas or your README files or like project titles and descriptions. It's so obvious. I'll tell you a real story that happened to me. I was participating in a hackathon. I joined late and I started brainstorming ideas on what to make. And I really couldn't come up with anything, so I asked ChatGPT for ideas. And it told me to make a website. I don't remember really what it was specifically, but once I submitted in the chat on Discord for that specific hackathon, after we were sharing our projects, there were like 3 other people. It was the same exact project, was the same exact name, and we all used AI to look into it and generate it. And trust me when I say this, when I try to be creative and give it creative prompts, it's just not gonna work. Trust me on this one. I'm telling you from experience. And as you can tell, as you can probably guess, neither one of those projects won because there was zero creativity. As well as the readmes, it's so obvious to see if your readme file was written by AI. So don't do it because it's so obvious to everyone, like who's looking at your project as well as the judges, and they do not appreciate it. Last but not least, I would say that you should implement current trends in the hackathon. So currently, something that's getting popular is AI as well as animations on the UI. So AI implementation, you can see that pretty much any winning project. Like I've submitted the project I've spent like 20 hours on and it was like 48-hour hackathon and I've spent so much time on it and I submitted over and just because it wasn't using AI, it did not win. Like I look at AI was not the theme of the hackathon, it was not a requirement. And then just because some of the other projects were using AI, it might be a simple AI wrapper, but it might get more points for it because it's using current trends in tech, which is currently AI. And it's crucially important in order to appeal to the judges because that is what they're looking for in your submissions. So even if your project does not need AI, you can just as well incorporate it and just add AI powered or something like that. And your project will be more appealing just because it's like AI powered or is using current trends because that is what people are looking for. This is it for today's video. Thank you for watching and I wish you luck in your hackathons and make sure to apply these strategies in order to get your next win since you can totally do it in case you follow all of those. And if you have any other strategies that work for you that you would like to share, feel free to share them in the comments and good luck.